Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I'm so excited for next year. It is officially done. Russell Wilson will be signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers next year. And the best part of this deal for the Steelers, because Russell Wilson's getting that $39 million a year automatically guaranteed from the Broncos, he's only signing for $1.2 million from the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's all they have to pay. Imagine getting Russell Wilson for $1.2 million. That's absolutely nuts. And what's even better about this is I don't want to hear anyone talk about a quarterback controversy in Pittsburgh. Do not tell me that you think Kenny Pickett should be starting over Russell Wilson. I don't care what anybody says. Russell Wilson will be the starter. The quarterback position has been like the biggest thing that the Steelers have needed for years. With that piece set, which I believe they now do have with Russell Wilson, this team's going to win at least 12 games. Not only are they going to win 12 games, they absolutely have a chance to go to the Super Bowl. As someone who is the biggest Russell Wilson defender on the planet, I'm a big Seahawks fan. I'm so appreciative for the time he spent in Seattle. Those teams are not nearly close to the competitive level that they got to without Russell Wilson, the greatest Seahawk of all time, in my opinion. They're going to be dominant. And what's even better about this is you know for sure that Russell Wilson's going to be available. Knock on wood. That guy stays healthy. And even if he doesn't stay healthy, he plays through injuries like Mr. Unlimited. I get that that's corny, but he says it for a reason. The guy plays his games. He doesn't miss games unless the Broncos decide to bench him. I think Pittsburgh fans should be very excited about this. I think Russell Wilson fans are going to be excited about this. I think he absolutely has a lot left in the tank. He can play at a high level, be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL next year, maybe even finish somewhere in top 5 in MVP voting. For sure. They have talent around them. They have a great coach in Mike Tomlin. What do you think this team finishes at in terms of record next year? Because the Steelers have been 500 or better every year for the last like 10 years, and they've had shitty quarterbacks. You don't think Russell Wilson's worth at least 3 or 4 more wins? Like at least? And the fact that they got him on such a cheap deal too leaves so much room for you to still acquire other talent. In the AFC, I think it's the Chiefs. The Bills are dead. I don't think the Bills are in it. Joe Burrow can't stay healthy. So it's really just the Chiefs, now the Steelers, the Ravens. And then after that, whoever you want. But the Bills are going to be dead. Joe Burrow had a sports medicine doctor that worked on him and said he might never be the same again. So that's a massive question mark. And talk about a disaster for the Broncos too. And it's not Russell Wilson's fault. It's really not. I felt like Sean Payton burnt the bridge immediately as soon as Russell Wilson got there. They never got along. Like, you can not like Russell Wilson as the person if you want, but to pretend like this guy doesn't still have more left in the tank is crazy. He had 26 touchdowns and 8 interceptions last year. He still had a high QBR. He is, I'm pretty sure, top 3 or 4 all time in NFL history for QBR for his career. Like, the guy is an elite quarterback. He makes great decisions, and he might not be what he used to be, but to pretend like he's not even top 10 in the league today is nuts. And I think the Broncos are going to be paying for this, not just financially, but because of the picks they gave up in the future. The Broncos are dead as you can be for the next 3 or 4 years at least. Don't tell me you think Jarrett Stidham is going to come into the Broncos and do a better job than Russell Wilson did. Give me a break.